Hey, man. Say, man. Oh, let me get it right. Hold on. There we go. Is that better? Can you see me in 3D? Okay. Yeah, man. It's been a minute. Uh, Anyone who knows what's been going on with me knows the deal. But took about 3 weeks off. Now I'm back in the pilot seat. You know what I mean? So we gonna cook from here. Uh, I'll be remiss if I didn't say thoughts and prayers to my family first and foremost. Uh, but we gonna get into a lot of shit because since I've been gone, the game has changed, right? A lot of moving parts. Dropping something every day, whether a live, a short, a segment from a previous live, or a poll, something. And I'm gonna get back to that, man. I'm trying to be consistent again, but we got a lot of gumbo to put in the pot, and we can cook. Uh, this live could go a lot of different ways, a lot of topics to cover, boxing and otherwise. I could stay calm or I could go left. So it's a wild card, right? It's a wild card stream. I'm gonna say it like that. But we'll see. We'll see what y'all got to say. The link is pinned to the top as you enter the building. Please like and subscribe, whether you watching live or the restream. The replay gang. Shout out to y'all too. I do appreciate that, and I see y'all. But yeah, man, we back. I'm back in it. I just had to take a little hiatus. Let's go. So the big news today, right? And I was doubting it because I hate when motherfuckers play with play games with my heart. It was talking about Shakur and Tio for a minute, right? And now it's finally announced. Solid date, undercard, all the shit, right? It is official tissue, so I'll say that. That's why it's in the title. Now, if y'all don't know, my homie Boom, young fighter that's been up here out the Midwest, he is on the undercard. All right. So whether it be tonight or at a later date, I'm gonna have him up here for the interview, tell you about the upcoming fight and the prep. But he is on the Shakur Tio undercard, so that's big time. His first pro debut fight. So shout out to him. We got Just Do in the building. Shout out to you, fucking with a little channel like mine. I really do appreciate that, man. That's genuine from the heart. But yeah, man, we got so much to cook on tonight. I'm gonna just give a minute to let it build, as you like to say, right? Uh, Shit, but yeah, okay. So it's official. So I'm gonna give you my thoughts on that real quick. I already put it out there. I took dudes to Rack City on Crawford Canelo. You know what I mean? Got 1,000 plus off that. So I'm just as confident in this one. I'm just as confident rather in this fight. I got Shakur solidly. Like, the IQ is just different, right? And I haven't seen any chinks in Shakur's game like I have seen in Tio's. I know people are going to come up with the counter argument that, oh, Tio gets up for the big fights and he'll let you down the little ones, but at some point you run into a wall you can't climb, and I think that's that wall, my opinion. So hey, I'm putting it out there on my channel. I got a rack out. Oh, speaking of which, since I haven't been out in a minute, again, this was some personal, some family stuff, but I owe somebody $200. I'm calling myself out on that. I forget the dude's name. I'm gonna go back and watch the previous live where I put that up, but I owe somebody 200 and I'm gonna stand on it. So I'm putting it out there. I don't duck shit. So whoever, and I'll know if it's you or not. Can't nobody just come up here randomly and say I owe him 200, but I'll know the name if I see it. But I remember you, homie. So shout out to you. I hope you show up again. But yeah, my opinion on this upcoming fight, January 31st is he just doesn't have the tools to deal with Shakur. Let me explain what I mean by that. He will not be able to cut off the ring. And I know you're going to say, oh, he's just running. Hey, it's about being effective at the end of the day. It's not my favorite style. Again, my favorite fighter, I wish I had the cap on right now. I got the Warriors cap on. My favorite fighter of all time is Tyson. So obviously I favor an aggressive style. I think y'all build this narrative that Do I want to take it there? Yeah, I'll take it there. Fuck it, it's my shit. That black fans only appreciate a more slick Mayweather style. No, I do favor aggression, but smart aggression, not going in there and get your fucking head knocked off and be stupid just because you want to display a warrior spirit. That ain't boxing to me. So I say that to split the cost. You know what I mean? I wish Shakur was a bit more aggressive, but given his style and that he never had any controversial fights, I got to go with Shakur stylistically. I just don't think because Tio is a counter puncher, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. That's his main attribute, right? Um, so he has to really like dig his feet into the ground. You know what I mean? Catch you making a mistake, and then boom, capitalize on it. That's what I've seen. Somebody step up if I'm wrong. Again, the link is pinned to the top, but I can go solo dolo because it's been so long. Okay, we got. Hold on. Let me check out the chat because I'm going. Yo, Sammy. I haven't seen you in here before. If you're not familiar, like and subscribe. You like the shit I'm talking. I'm just going off the top, you know. But I have a genuine opinion. Yadarai bars. Yeah, a genuine opinion. I just go off, what I feel in my heart. So shout out to Sammy. Shout out Delusional K-Popsicle. Okay. All right. We got some new viewers in it. I ain't mad. I'm in the algorithm. I see. All right. Pop, you always welcome. Hit that link. I know old boy is going live in a minute, so I'm mad at you. It is what it is. And yeah, okay. Yep. Pop and Just Do. Those my homies. All right. So I'll keep cooking. I lost my train of thought for a second. But yeah, I don't see any tools in Tio's tool bag that he has to stop what Shakur does effectively. What is that? Range, timing, right? I'm not saying he has a ton of power, and I know dudes want to see a brawl. You want to see, let me say this, you want to see Shakur do what he did in the Zepeda fight. Negative. He just wanted to show y'all for one time that he could mix it up like that because he wasn't threatened by the dude. But he ain't going to do that with Tio. That would be a foolish game plan. Again, like y'all clowned Devin for standing in the pocket with Ryan and exchanging when he shouldn't have been doing that. He should have played to his strengths. I'm sure if Shakur did that, then he would just clown him. You wouldn't even acknowledge it was a bad game plan. You would just say, I'm not saying that Tio's on steroids, but you would just say that he fucked up and you would wave that Honduran flag, I guess, in this case. Wow, we got some new people. What up? What up? Chris, 7285. Please like and subscribe. Just going off the dome, talking this boxing shit, and we'll get into some other shit if need be. Sean Arnold, Jesus. I hope you're all legitimate. I'm not saying you're not, but it's like all these new names in here. It's cool. I mean, I want the channel to grow, but keep cooking. Okay, cool. I might keep spitting. Yeah, he won't get the credit. Yeah, right. He'll just say, "Oh, he was stupid enough to stay in the pocket instead of playing to his strengths." It's like whatever. If he plays to his strengths, then he was running. If he sits there and engages and loses, which is a stupid game plan, you say you'll just discredit him. So it's really no winning strategy for a fighter of that style, my opinion. That's some bullshit. But hey, y'all got it, as I like to say. Yeah. I'm gonna let y'all have that narrative, and that's what I mean by that. Okay. I didn't even pull up the goddamn. Hold up. I'm on a lifetime monologue. Didn't even pull up the thumbnail. There it is. Okay. So y'all see that. Hey, shout out Just Do. Yeah, man. I'm tired of the excuse era. And really, you were the first one I heard say this, but I stand on the same mantra. I'm going to look to give a fighter credit before I look to diminish him. Right. So, yeah. Yeah, man. That's real. If you like boxing, why would you look to discredit somebody and say after the fact, oh, the opponent wasn't shit? That doesn't make sense to me, man. I hate to say this, but this era of boxing fans is toxic. Like, what the fuck? You looked for the negative instead of the positive. Back in my day, we were like, oh, Tyson is a shit. Oh, Holy fucking outdid him because he beat Buster Douglas. I didn't agree with that. Y'all know that, but you know what I'm saying? And then Riddick Bowe did this, and then yeah, man, back and forth. It was just some real shit. Whoever was performing the best is who got the credit. It wasn't that the opponent wasn't shit. It was that the victor was the shit. Does that make sense? Bars. So, shout out Counterpunch. Yeah. Um, Man, that's just crazy, man. I don't like this era of boxing fan. I don't mind the era of boxing. I'll say that to say this that Turkey has been putting on great fights, but dudes still want to shit on it. Like if every month, every single month of the year isn't super lit, like this one we got coming up, right? This weekend. If every single day of the calendar is not superstar status, they say, oh, it's a downtime. No, August was the shit. And I don't have these dates exactly right because, again, a lot of personal shit I've been going through. So my calendar is a little off, but I know August was hot. September, we got motherfucking the fight of the decade, in my opinion. And then shit's been simmering since then. And then we got some hot fights in November. And then December is looking decent. And we got this on January 31st. So what the fuck? I want someone to pull up and tell me how boxing isn't more lit than it's been in recent memory. Please tell me that. Make an argument. You know, if I'm wrong, then I'll self-correct and say I fucked up. But I'm not seeing that, man. Okay. Let me get to the chat. Just Do says, hell yeah, this new generation of boxing fans toxic as hell. They'll criticize the guy that won more than the guy that loses. It's insane. Let me go off on a tangent. Y'all need to hit that link, and if not, I could go for like three hours solo. But no. I probably won't. But I do. That brought something to mind, right? People, please listen to me and know that this is not a race-based argument. I swear to you, I'll look directly into the camera and I need you to refute me. Refute what I'm saying and not your feelings. Let's go from there. Ryan Garcia, some of y'all's homeboy. He popped dirty, right? Okay. Let me dispute that. No, you can make excuses and come up with conspiracy theories, but you cannot dispute the fact that he popped dirty. And rather than go to trial and plead his case, he deferred no contest or guilty, whatever it is. I've been there before. Not in this, not for PEDs, but he did not dispute the action of the NYSAC. That is a fact. Again, tell me where I'm wrong. I'm just walking down the facts. So suspended for a year, or returned to a no contest. Mind you, before that, so I'm just reviewing the 4 fights. I got to back up. I want to do it in order. But previous to that, he quit. He literally quit in the ring. He bent the knee before a superior fighter. He said, I cannot fuck with you. I quit. Literally. You can say his ribs were hurt. He literally did that. Next fight, he quit. Next fight against Oscar Duarte, Golden Boy fight. Granted, they want to get him back up there because he's supposed to be, the marketable piece, the pretty boy. Did the shout out to my boy Marco, the Victorville shell, that ugly shoulder roll, which was not skilled. Can we be honest about that? It wasn't a high display of skill. He turned his back, and then when fucking the opponent kept punching, the referee just stepped in and said, hey, you're hitting him in the back. That's not slick defense. Fuck anyone who says otherwise. Then, as a follow-up, so I'm just talking the last 4 fights, and again, tell me if I'm lying, he stepped into the ring against low-skilled Rolly Romero. You can say he had an injury, and granted, that might be the case. I'm leaving room for that. But what we saw, since we're not giving Devin a pass for his bad game plan, What I saw Ryan do, injury or not, is fucking get dropped early and have a very low output, like he didn't even want to be in there. He wanted payday. Any Ryan fans step in and tell me where I'm wrong. I stated all facts. If I'm exaggerating or doing anything out of pocket, please step in and tell me where I lied. That's what I saw the last 4 fights. Now he's in line for a title shot. Whereas Devin got mocked for putting a lawsuit. I may or may not have done it, granted, but I don't think it's out of pocket to sue somebody, to hold them accountable is what it really is, not let them just get away with some bullshit for cheating you, right? Because he did pop dirty. And all the follow-up after that, I hate N-words, I hate Muslims. Is that any Ryan supporters? I know you probably don't watch me because, you know, I stand on shit. But I really want you to come up and justify that, why that's okay. But then you mock the dude who got cheated and then bounced back and said his victory isn't shit. Please do that. But just putting that out there. That's just the first topic, but I'm I guess the second in this case. I'm passionate about that. I don't think the dude that did the right thing should be mocked more than the dude that did the wrong thing and then followed it up with the loss and bent the knee. Game of Thrones shit. Let me calm down. I just want to talk some boxing today. Switch tabs. All right. Now, speaking of Haney, please feel free to hit the link. If not, like and subscribe. I normally got more callers than this, but it's cool. I know I haven't been live in a while, so maybe I'll let my stove go cold. But okay, y'all see this. Let me get to before I play this. Honchito, yeah, he should be on a tune-up, not a title shot after that loss. I agree. And I don't want to read too much into your name, but the Cheeto Fonchito sounds a little Latino to me. But shout out to you for being fair, because I'm not judging shit based on race. I'm not standing behind Haney because he's black and going against Ryan because he's Latino. No. And I know this is a meme. Oh, I got a black friend, so I can't be racist. But no, I have had my Mexican friend, a few Mexican friends, but Salvador, and he might hop up on here eventually. But he don't like boxing, but he'll support me. Since fucking what, 93? You know, we used to wrestle on the playground. So and we seen each other's parents pass and go through illness. So no, that ain't the same thing. So no, I really do rock with Mexicans since I moved from Oakland. He was the first one I met. I didn't know what a Mexican was until Salvador. Shout out to him. So I say that all that to say it's not a racial thing. It's just an honesty thing, a manhood thing. I don't see why people can't respect that and just stand on principle. You know, if a black dude came out and had racial slurs against Latinos and used PEDs to beat one, I wouldn't fuck with him either. So it's just consistency. That's what people get fucked up, and that's what they don't like about me, is I'm just consistent. I'm just consistent with my shit. One more, we're gonna start this next clip. Yeah, Latino, you got it right the second time. Okay, yeah. But yeah, I'm not on that racism stuff. Here where I'm from is black and Mexicans, mainly some Asians, and a real white person. If you don't know, I'm from the Bay Area. So yes. Yeah. I don't know why I didn't see a lot of Mexicans in East Oakland before age 10, but when we moved to Vacaville, it was a lot of Mexicans, so I got familiar. Okay. We got a few ladies in the building. Shout out to y'all. Clarissa says T.O. is definitely racist. You can tell from her last name she is at least partially Latino. Latina, rather. Kalia says facts. All right. Feel free to hit that link. How long been on? All right, almost 20 minutes. I don't know, man. Let's let's get to the next clip. Oh, Hold on, I gotta get the sound on. I don't use IG that often, if y'all can't tell. Okay, so saw the time and a half. Interesting, right? And I only say that I know it's been boiled to death by now, but again, I haven't been on in 3 weeks, so I got to cover this. No one expected that, right? Or very few people expected that. I would say so impressive. You may not have liked, and that's the main criticism I've heard after the fact is people didn't like the approach he took afterwards. But he had already secured the victory. I already dropped him, so that's something that maybe I didn't even expect. You know, I was going out there, I was going to swing him and bang him, no tootie, but I didn't necessarily expect to get a droppage early, right? So if I know I'm the better boxer, it would be most prudent for me to go about it in a more methodical manner. Again, it's not my favorite approach. I'm a Tyson fan. Let me reiterate that, but it was effective, right? So I can't fault the man too much, especially after all he's been through in the past couple years and how much y'all, not necessarily my chat, but boxing fans as a whole, been hating on him. Sorry to hit the mic. I hope my mic is better tonight. I hope it's not distorted. Y'all let me know how the sound is, because I didn't sound test it. It's been a minute. I think I got the formula though. Yeah. So given all the hate he was getting and how he had to redeem his character arc, you know what I mean? That comeback that I know going through as a man, sometimes you just got to be effective by any means necessary. And I would say in that regard, he overperformed by dropping him. Because if anyone, okay, ahead of time, if you had to bet, this might have been a line on a casino, one of these online betting sites, who would get a knockdown? If any knockdown happened, it probably would have been like a 4-1 for Norman, I would imagine, and I would have went that direction too. Shit, I lost 300 on him, and again, whoever I owe the 200 to, I said at the top of the stream, if you catch in the replay, I owe somebody 200. I'll go back and watch, but if you see this, hit me up. I'll Cash App you, PayPal, whatever the fuck. All right, back to the chat. Panchito said, yeah, West Coast thing. SoCal here can be weird in some parts, but for the most part, it's all right. Yeah, I heard y'all got more racial tension down there than we got in Northern Caliphus, dreadlocks and gold teethus. I've heard such things. I'm sad that's the case, but yeah, I think that's the reality. So it is what it is. I watch myself. I still go to LA and Dago sometimes. Dago is a lot of fun. But anyway, yeah. So let's transition into that. I showed that because I was on AI, and if y'all not fucking with, let me show y'all this. If y'all still fucking with Chat GPT and not Gemini, Gemini is way more accurate, my opinion. Having experience with both. So we said, oh no, that's not the one. What the fuck? My fault. Give me a sec. Oh, here it is. I said upcoming fights. Okay, that's what they brought up to me. So it tells you not only the fighters and the location, but if it's a title fight, and what title it's for. So upcoming card, and we're gonna look back again in a second. I lost my other search, but whatever. Headliner, main event, Isaac Cruz versus Lamont Rose Jr. Lightweight, so 135 WBA eliminator. I thought, I'll say this, I'll correct myself. I assumed this was going to be at 140 because that's where Cruz has been campaigning, right? But Rose didn't want to move up. I got to look more into that, but that's what it's saying on. That's what AI is saying. I'll say that in San Antonio, Texas, obviously. Interesting. They fight at 135. I'll probably have Roach. Yeah. I would say even a 70-30 Roach at 135. Now, I assumed it was at 140. In that case, I had a 60-40 Roach just because I think he has more dynamics. He's more dynamic, should I say, in his skill set. Whereas Cruz is pretty straightforward. Not to say he's not dangerous and couldn't catch him, but yeah, his power was power obviously at 140, then at 135. Okay, WBM eliminated. Damn, I thought okay. That doesn't seem like a pay-per-view headline. Eliminator? That's wild. But okay, I'll move on. Y'all got it. Janabek versus Lara. Lara is older than me, and I'm 41 years old. And again, that's on a curve, graded on a curve, because that's Cuban years. So could be 46. Heard somebody say that, but it's very true. They normally like put a little sauce on it. You know, Ortiz, King Kong Ortiz was obviously older than he checked in at. But okay, let's break it down. The age, I think, will be the X factor, but I think people are really underrating how I want to say heavy-handed, how explosive is a better adjective that Laura is, right? Hold on, let me get a little bigger. No, that's not right. That's not right. I'll make myself smaller, actually. How explosive Laura is. He can really fucking put a hurt and a whomp and a stomping on motherfuckers with his speed. You know, speed translates to power. I'm an engineer, so I know that force equals mass times acceleration. So you put more sauce on it, and that's more more force by definition. If you don't got the mass, put the acceleration behind it. Force equals mass times acceleration. So I got Janet Beck short in that one. Cool. But these is for actual title, right? Two titles. WBA, WBO World Middleweight titles. Move on down. Pacheco versus Sajo. I'm gonna be real. See, I'm the one that's gonna be honest. This is like right down the street. I could drive there in an hour. Stockton, California. Shout out to y'all. Even though you had that shooting out there, so prayers up. We had a mass shooting in Stockton a couple days ago, maybe 3 or 4 days ago. I know Pacheco. I don't know Sajo. So again, I'm ignorant, but by default, until I can do more research, I'm gonna have to go with Pacheco. I know that's not in depth, but y'all know I just keep it real. I do this shit part time. I don't claim to be the all knowing in boxing. I just give you my honest opinion. Okay, so that's the first two were on this upcoming card for this weekend. Second one the week after. Now we go into the bullshit. I ain't trying to get sued. Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua. Not getting sued. I'm just getting started. It's in Miami, Florida. It's a heavyweight exhibition. Okay. And then what I started the stream with, Shakur versus Teofimo. Again, let me reiterate that I think Shakur's IQ and like his footwork is just too high level. I will say that. Let me add that to it if I didn't say it before. Footwork, like fleet of foot, like in the most truest sense. Evasiveness. Okay. I wish he would hop in and out the pocket and do it like Sugar Ray Leonard, because he was evasive as fuck. But then once he got in there, he was down to mix it up. I wish that was his style, but I can't force nobody how to fight. I'm 41. I ain't getting in the ring, so let the young man do what he do. But I do think his footwork and IQ will be too much for Teofimo to cut him off. I heard somebody say the other day, I think it was on Marco's stream, that Teofimo is just going to stand in the middle of the ring and force Shakur to come to him. I'm like, you can't make a motherfucker engage just because I'm going to do this. So blah, 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 blah. No, that's not how fighting works. That's not how anything in life works. Either he's going to do it or he's not. And if you think it's getting too boring and people start to boo, I would think Teofimo would be more inclined to press forward. My opinion. Okay, but really, I was trying to look at the past card, trying to say dynamic, but I was hey, chill out, champ. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna ask him right now. Uh, what were the results of the recent Riyadh season card? Boom bop. Oh no 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 no. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna try it again. What were the results of the most recent Riyadh season card? I gotta clean this up. Let's spell it. Riyadh. This is my first time using it on the live stream. Okay, this is it. This is what I was looking for. This is what I saw. Okay, cool. So I already mentioned the Haney and Norman. Um damn. This is the longest time I've gone without collars, but I'm getting more comfortable in my seat, so I don't even mind flying solo. I'm the pilot. Benavidez and Yard. Okay. Impressive, my opinion. I'm gonna get to the chat in a minute. I see y'all. Um, impressive in my opinion, because people were saying his power doesn't carry up to 175. Maybe it just, I'm thinking in real time, leads me to a larger point that I was making about Devin Haney. Oh, he got cheated by Ryan and then he wasn't aggressive against Ramirez, so he's just shot. He has PTSD. Engineer, mathematician. I look at the sample size. Two fights, one or two fights is not a big enough sample size. You give me three or four, maybe I can say you fucked up in the game. But one or two, especially under those conditions, not enough. I say that to say Benavidez, two fights moving up in weight was bullshit to say his power didn't carry up. Obviously, he did. Not that Yard hasn't been stopped before, but come on, that was fucking impressive. He put a romp and stomp on him, right? Like 18 uninjured punches by my count. Yeah, that was impressive. Anyone still hating on Benavidez, you got some splaining to do. Um, since I already talked on Haney-Norman, I'm going to take a pause for the cause, get to the chat. Laura got all KOs at 160, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Many moons ago. Uh, crazy stat for him to be 42, the oldest champion as well. I agree, but he's not. He's been less impressive lately. I think we can agree on that. But no, shout out to him. His Father Time is undefeated. Again, I'm not getting out the ring, even though I'm just really starting to get. I mean, I've been into boxing since the '80s, but like obviously more of a fan than ever, more engaged than ever because I just started my channel 3 months ago. I feel you, but I ain't getting in the ring in my 40s. So shout out to him. Panchito back again. Hey, please like and subscribe if you haven't, because I see you rock with me. You like the conversation. So shout out to you. Panchito say, I always see you winning bets on Marco's show. Yes. CJ DiBiase, the $1 million man. That's all facts. I win most of them. How good are you at betting odds and breaking all that down and bet suggestions? Is that your expertise? Uh, just I'm gonna let you go in a second. Let me answer this man's question for just a sec. Um, no, that's not my specialty as far as like the plus minus. Like I understand that, right? Because I used to bet baseball and football heavy like 15 years ago. So I understand that. I haven't done it heavy in boxing. My thing is my gimmick, if you will, is I want to be able to win the money and talk some shit. That's why I do most of my fights or my betting rather on YouTube. Even Crawford, I took 1,300 off of Fools, even though I could have got more money. I can come back and talk shit now because I was right. So it's a little bit of ego and a little bit of bread. But what's up, Jess? Shout out to you. Welcome to the panel. First time, right?
Yes, sir. What's good, bro? How you feeling?
Chilling. Yeah, what's on your
You can
mind?
hear you can
What's
hear
on
me
your
all
mind?
right?
Yeah, you loud and clear.
Cool, cool, cool. Nah, you raised my eyebrow. You said Lara been looking less impressive. What I was
Uh-oh.
saying in the chat was at 60 where he got all knockouts up there, if I'm not mistaken. That's what I was saying. I think
Okay. No,
he
no,
ain't
I did pull it up. I didn't realize that was you. Cool,
hmm
cool.
yeah,
You gotta
um
yeah, you actually
he
I'll admit this. Y'all, peep game. I'm gonna let you finish,
mhm.
but I admit when some people are deeper in the game than me, they might have, a little more research than me. So okay, go ahead and cook.
And that's why we the boxing brothers, man. We here for each other. You know it's always a bill with me. I was
Right.
just adding it to the chat. I didn't know if you was aware of that. And Lara was never some knockout guy. That's why I was like, it's impressive to see that he's gotten older. Where the legs aren't quite the same, obviously, right? You remember how he moved so well against Canelo? That was
Yeah.
moons ago, as you said, right? He used to move like that, and
Many
he don't
moons.
do that no more. And moving up, it was impressive to see that he was start getting more knockouts. I'm like, damn, Lara out here starching dudes. So it's gonna be a good fight, but man, it's gonna be tough because Beck, I don't know if you ever had a chance to see the picture of him standing next to Beetle, bro. Oh, man,
Okay.
he bigger than Beetle. Beck is
Oh, I
bigger than
haven't seen I
Beetle.
haven't seen the side by side. Go ahead. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, yo, what? Yo, Lara got to deal with that. And Crawford was talking about fighting him. That'd be impressive, man.
Hell
Beck
yeah.
is nice.
Okay. Okay. And I'm kind of I don't want to put too much sauce on it, as I like to say, but I really got it 70-30 for
All
Janabek.
good.
And
All
maybe,
good.
maybe because I do want to see Crawford unify at go undisputed again at
Mm-hmm.
160. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
that's like a personal bias. I'll admit that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I
I
would
don't think
rather.
that's biased though. You just got a preference.
Yeah, man. Okay,
Got to
cool,
start
cool.
making sure y'all don't know. It's like the people that don't know they biased would never say they are, and it's the people that's not that'll say they nah, that ain't biased, bro.
That's funny.
You just got a preference, bro. You know
Yeah,
what you
we
want to
being
see. I'm
honest.
right there with you.
Yep. Okay.
I mean,
That's it.
and
That's it.
Beck younger, he fresher. Lara got a tough fight. It's gonna be the toughest guy that he fought since he been up there.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Beck punching too. Man, that dude
I want
punching.
to let. That's what I was saying earlier. Explosive. People are acting like he ain't shit,
Yes,
and I'm like, what the fuck? Okay.
because they're
Uh,
not really watching. They
I feel
can't
you.
be.
I want to say this real quick. Anyone who ain't heard of my man Just Do Boxing, please sub to his channel. He was one of the few ones that let me know I could keep it real, speak my mind, not troll, and still have a following. So that's the lane I'm trying to be in. So if y'all like what I say, y'all like what he say. So yeah, that's real
Right,
shit.
right,
Okay.
yeah, man. And, a little bit of trolling is fun, like healthy trolling, but some people take it in. I got to do be creating a new profile probably every single time I go live for like the last couple weeks, 2, 3 weeks since I blocked him.
Oh
I don't
man.
usually block people, but when you a bad troll, you gotta go. There's good trolling, and then there's just ignorance, right?
No, I
That's what
feel
it
you.
is.
And I'm gonna be real. That's why I told Marco last night. I said I keep it 80-20 as far as real to trolling, or 90-10 even, because
Right.
maybe sometimes I'll exaggerate my point a little to try to pull something out of somebody. But
Yeah, but we all
I
do that.
always mean what I say. I
Mhm.
always mean what I say. So
Right.
yeah, that's real, man.
It's always good to build, man. I don't too much. Unless you know it all, never talk like you do. And I
Okay.
always treat the person that I'm talking to with the respect, like you have something to offer to the conversation too. I don't have, you know what I'm saying, all the talking points. I'll be wanting to hear what somebody else think. You know what I mean? That's what a build really is. You know what I mean? What you see and what you think gonna happen. Like the fight
Exactly.
we just talking about, Johnny Beck and Lara. It's gonna be the toughest challenge for Lara in this older age. At 42, you're gonna have all he can handle with that big guy, man. That dude
What a
is
test.
strong.
What a test.
He
Okay.
vicious.
Yeah, I'm less than 6 months from 42, so I feel. I mean, I ain't been in the ring like that, but I feel them. I feel the age. I'll tell you that.
You don't look
But
it though, bro. You don't look it.
okay, I appreciate that. Salute.
Nah, bro.
Um,
Hell no. I got way more gray than you. I'm 39.
I'm holding on. You can't really see it. I
Mm-hmm.
got some gray and actually some red, some red hairs if you can believe that in
Yeah.
my shit. But
Right.
okay, I ain't heard you for the rest of the cards, so I want you to speak on
Mm-hmm.
first of all Bam's performance. How'd you feel about
Man,
Bam?
Bam is, in my humble opinion, that dude is a generational talent. I believe. I
Yes,
do. And
I'm with
when
it.
you that much better than your contemporaries, where they constantly asking you to move up, even though that's what he planning to do eventually, you just know something. And they kind of dismiss him because he had the much lighter weight, but that's what make it more impressive what he's doing. There's not anybody that he's not willing to fight that's down there. Like that's a special guy, and he gonna get in there and give you the kind of performance you want to see. He got grit, he got dog. This dude done fought with a broke jaw. He done been knocked down, got back up. This dude just been on an absolute tear, and it was talks of him fighting. I believe it was Nakatani, Junto,
Hmm.
and that would have been a banger. But I forget what the reason was for it falling out. It didn't happen, but that dude is special, bro. His performance was exactly what I thought. I said it. And people kept saying that they thought it was going to be, I guess a challenge for him. Because, Fernando Martinez Puma is pretty scrappy and he was undefeated. But I was like, I looked at him, I watched him fight. They're just levels apart. I'm like, Bam gonna be way too consistent. And I said, once he start using them angles, it's game set match. And I started seeing, I was like, it's over. It's over. I called that fight
Right.
five. I was like, bro, that is one impressive young man, and he's so young. Still, what is he, 24 or something like that? I think
Yeah, 25 at the
25,
max.
maybe
I'll look it up right
25,
now.
maybe. Right,
Hey,
he's impressive, bro. Like he dominated. I don't think he lost a round. You get what I'm
absolutely
saying? He
not.
knocked this dude out. He's special.
No, no, I'm right there with you. But have you heard the narrative that it was boring because he was so dominant? And let me say this before you answer. That's
Hmm.
such a ridiculous reasoning to
It
me. It
is.
was boring because he did what he was supposed to do. Okay, maybe it wasn't competitive, but that's not boring. He was dominant.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
go ahead, man.
Yeah, nah, it wasn't his fault. That's when,
No.
like, I say this all the time to people because they hit the biggest criticism with him. Like I was just going back and forth on IG a little bit with somebody. They're like, yo, he not fighting nobody, and I'm
Mm.
like, that's not the case. He's just so much better than the people he fighting that you feel that way. And where if you can't find a name, like people looking for name recognition, right? Names that resonate heavily with them. You're not gonna get that a lot with them smaller weights. But
Right.
where you identify how Bam is special, it's the consistency with the performances and the dominance. To be that dominant, I don't care if you fighting that paperweight, bro. I don't care what weight class. When you're that dominant, you are special. And I feel like we need to understand and be able to identify what special look like. For the smaller guys, 115 pounds, that shit is special what he doing. So I love that. Love
I feel you. And let me ask you this. What's your main, because I don't think we ever had this conversation before. What's your main criteria for quote unquote special? I know that's highly subjective, but I got my answer. But
it.
please tell me yours.
For me, I feel like it's not nothing he can't do. He
Okay.
can fight going forward for sure. He can counter punch. He can fight on the back foot. He can set traps. He got great footwork. He's defensively responsible. You get what I'm saying? And he just every time he in the ring, he show that his levels really like you can really feel that when you watching it. He's displaying it without having to say anything. The fight's going to show you that he is levels. He shows separation in every fight. You get what I'm saying? Even when it's supposed to be a challenge, like Puma was supposed to be a challenge. Look what he did to him. Think about what you just said to me, how people said it was boring because he
Right.
dominated. Where at in any sport do you hear that? Like, no, that's just impressive. That's why
Yeah.
that was an
Exactly.
undefeated world champion that he did that to. That's very impressive. I could say if it was a run of the mill guy, nah, on paper, he was supposed to put up a challenge, but I said it. I said, Bam, just something different. And that dude don't have the creativity nor the versatility or defense to stop anything Bam gonna be doing. And I wasn't surprised at all how he beat him. But he just continued to impress me because
Right.
he just delivered.
But what they gonna say is, oh, who did against another little guy? Who the fuck else
Yeah.
is he supposed to fight? He's supposed to move up to
Right.
160. Yeah, he's
Right.
fighting in his weight class like everybody else. So I feel you, champ. For me,
Right.
it's always been again highly subjective, but I test. Like I've been watching since Tyson, so I know '80s Tyson. So
We got that in common, bro. Got
I
that in
know
common.
special. I know special when I see it. So
Mm-hmm.
you could argue that, but eye test to me, I just know it when I see it, and
I'm
I'm
with you,
hardly
bro.
wrong. I'm hardly wrong.
I'm with you, man. I don't think you would be wrong. I don't think we wrong about that. I think he's gonna continue to display and
Mhm.
it's crazy. You got a brother that he overshadows the hell out of him because he just on another level. Robert Garcia got him one. That dude don't cut no corners, man. He always prepared, and he just like again, no matter who you put in front of him, he knocking them dudes down. So you know when you're asked to move up, you're clearing them guys out. So it's one more belt for him to get. I heard him speak about it. Sacrifice is missing the birth of his son, not seeing his wife for six weeks and stuff like that.
Mm.
And
Okay.
it showed he took it out on this guy. Puma knocked him out, and he said, "It's one more belt out there. He want to get that belt so he can become undisputed, and then move up to what is that 118 to be the next one up."
Okay. Okay. Given the timing, the ages of both fighters, I think you know where I'm going with this. Do you ever see the Bam Inoue fight being possible? Catch weight, something. You feel me? If he's gonna get
Mm,
one more belt and move up, then catch weight, maybe.
mm. It depends on how long. Well, I see anyways pretty damn dominant too. So when you're dominant like that, your run can be longer. He don't take like punishment. Like he don't get punished in his fights. He's been dropped
Mhm.
a couple times and shit like that, but orbital bone broken. But that come with the game. But aside from that, he's been very dominant. It's possible. It's possible.
I
Like
hope for it.
the
Maybe I'm
three
just
that I want to see like fights out of Nakatani, Inoue, and Bam. Those three are the smaller guys. Like there's nobody better than them three guys, them smaller guys. So some gonna have to give. And maybe Inoue and Nakatani might fight first because I think they're closer in weight. I think Nakatani might still be
absolutely.
at
I think you're
18,
right.
but you
Yep.
got 22 right there, so he's not that far off, man. So I think
Okay.
it's possible for the fights that happen. I would hope so. As long as NUA is dominating like that, I think Bam is going to dominate. The next weight class up, I don't see a whole lot of people that's going to beat him either. You know what I'm saying? I think it's going to be more of the same. So it's just a matter of time, and however the pieces align on the
Yeah.
chessboard.
All about the timing.
Huh?
Do you know off the top of your head before I look it up how old Inoue is? Because I just looked up. Bam is 25. How old is
Is
Inoue? Do you
NUA
know?
31? Maybe.
Okay.
You
Maybe it
can
can hold
double
on for
check
long
me.
enough.
Maybe right.
Okay. I will. I will. I'm opening up another tab
Mhm.
because I got. Okay. While I'm doing that, I wanted to talk about this. My opinion, fight of the night. You see
Mhm.
it?
Yes, sir.
What did you
Dula.
think about that performance? Yeah.
I think I'm with you as far as fight of the night because it was competitive, action packed, and it was like I think the birth of a new star. You know what I'm saying? A young superstar in the making. Dula Mason, those type of performances right there, they build character and you learn tons from it. And I think Dula Mason gonna learn more in that 12-round fight than he did in any of his other fights. You get what I'm saying? As he got tested, we got to see even when he's successful and kind of pouring it on when the guy don't go away, how he responds. And we seen
Hmm.
some of his deficiencies, right? We seen some, tighten up on that defense, but I think that's a given. When you in the fire like that, you're gonna get touched, especially
Right.
when you got a guy that's undefeated. He got a bunch of knockouts too. He coming to win. You know what I mean? He wasn't laying down. Sam Noakes came to win. So
Not at
Dula
all.
Mason handling that challenge, and for that guy to be the guy he went up against in his first title fight is very impressive. Sam Noakes got to be the strongest lightweight. Like I looked up some of his like numbers, and he was talking about like the shit that he bench presses. Dude benching over 300, squatting all types of weight. Forgot how they say he run how fast he run 10 miles. I forget it's something 15. he run a certain X amount of miles in about 15 minutes, something. It's just impressive. Like his
Yeah,
work ethic. So like
gotcha.
just putting that into perspective and thinking about that's the guy that Abdullah Mason was going up against. Two, hungry lions. And I knew Abdullah Mason was gonna be, I felt like too fast and creative, you know what I'm saying? Be a little
Mm,
too much. And I think that's what it was. He got tested
okay.
though. Got
No, he
cut.
definitely got
You know what I'm
tested and he
saying?
chose to engage. I feel
He
you.
got cut.
I would say that's not the best game plan, my opinion.
hmm
He could have played to his strengths
hmm
more, but no, it was impressive. I
hmm
mean, these are what dudes ask for, right? But then we criticize
Right.
them when they do it.
Right.
So you can't have
hmm
it both ways. That
Yeah.
was
It's
cool
like you
though,
got
man. I'm with it.
right.
Yeah.
It's like you got to put the right perspective on it. Critiques is fine, but make sure we not demonizing them for being tested. That's what we want to see. And you want, like you say, you can't have it both ways. You that aggressive, you're going to take some shots to a degree.
Right.
You're gonna,
Yes.
like, even Boots has been criticized for getting hit, but that's because what Boots be where in your ass, he be on you, so you
A
gonna
lot.
get hit. So Dula
Absolutely.
Mason, it's one of those things where you could accept that because he wanted to try to make a statement in his first title fight. But I think in the eyes of many, there's plenty that he could have did to make the fight a bit easier. He didn't have to be as aggressive, and that's the only real knock on him right now. He young, and he
Mhm.
still fight with the young boy energy. When he get that out of his system, oh man, bro, he think he beating
Deadly.
shit up now. When he get that out of his
Explosive.
system, like what I say, young boy energy, like you eager to just get in there and beat ass. And
I feel you.
sometimes it's okay to dial it back. You got 12 rounds, pick your shots, take your time, set your traps, break him down. You got 36 minutes. Break him down slowly. You know what I mean? That advice Shakur Stevenson gave him after he got dropped in that fight, some of the best advice you could give a young guy like him. All Core is basically telling him in a nutshell, slow down, take your
Hmm.
time. People are dangerous in them first 3, 4 rounds. Take your time, take some steam out of them, then go for them. You know what I'm saying? So he
Yeah,
gonna get
yeah.
better with time.
Well stated. Yeah. Mason, slow down turbo. You got it. You got it. I think you'll learn from that
Mm-hmm.
though.
Mm-hmm.
Slow down
Yeah.
turbo. That's how I say it.
I like
Um
that. Right.
so yeah, side note, yeah, NUA 32, Bam
32.
25. So it's like it could happen or it could not happen. You feel me? But
Mm-hmm.
I
It's a
don't know, man.
possibility. It's a
Right, right.
possibility.
That's where I'm at with it. What else we got? I got some more tabs up here because it's been so long. Okay, I know you know about this. I'm sure you covered it. Um, the dream fight
Mm-hmm.
narrative, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna play a little bit of this, and I'm gonna let people draw their conclusions. We gonna cook on it. A fair use. Shout out YSM Sports Media. Let's go.
I wasn't here for a lot of it, so I don't know what went on and what was said. But the fact that the eyes of 154 were here, I know Charlo was ringside, Boots was here, we saw him in the ring, Spence was here, and everything. A lot of the names that have circled you in the past were here to see you in this performance. What were your thoughts on them being here, and which one of them do you want next?
It doesn't matter who's next. If I had to pick, I'm gonna be honest, it would be Spence because that's my dream fight. I've been calling it since
AT&T.
AT&T. There you
Yeah.
go at the Cowboys Stadium, and I just think that's my dream fight. And I don't care what anyone says about it.
Skirt. Let me say this, and I'm gonna let you respond. Uh,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
why would that be your dream fight? You thinking about the bag? You thinking about Texas? Which okay, I mean that's smart business. You also thinking about a motherfucker that's been on for what? Oh, let me check my 2.5. Yeah, two
Mm-hmm.
and a half
Close to
years.
that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead and cook, and I'm gonna continue the clip.
I feel you. Look, I try to be as fair as possible, right? I'm not selfish. What he's speaking on when he said his dream fight, I don't care what nobody say. I respect it. Like I get it. Like you said, I agree. It's the bag. Spence ain't been on for a while. You could try to ignore that all you want. That's not the same Earl Spence where it would have been the kind of fight that we look. It's not gonna be that right now, especially with that much inactivity.
Hmm.
You just it's too many unknowns with Earl Spence. So people feel like that's the low hanging fruit. I respect it because you was man enough to be honest and say, look, if I had a pick, and look, that mean Boots and everybody at 54 included. He said Earl Spence. After letting Boots get in the ring with you, I feel like that should have been it. Shouldn't your answer shouldn't have been I don't care who's next. But then at the same time, it's Earl Spence. It's like, should have been the guy that
Right.
stood in the ring with you. You know what I mean? That you said you said yes to, and he said no. Now y'all free pretty much, and you like Earl Spence. So I'm like, I ain't like it. I respect it,
Exactly.
but I ain't like it.
You put in the context. Thank you. I didn't mean to cut you off, but you put in the
Nah, you good. I
context
was
back
good.
on it. I forgot because again I ain't been going. That was right a few days after that they hopped in the ring and said yeah let's do this shit. Man, it's a lot of capping gown.
This was the same night. Matter of fact, this was after the face
right
off.
after the
This
fight.
right here, yeah. That's what make it worse. It's like, come on, man, Virgil, who just got in the ring with you, Virgil? What you talking about? So I get it because it's his career, and I get it, but shit, Boots.
Sit. No, for real. Hey, sit. No, he's playing both sides, right? So I think it was kind of a flex, like, okay, we did that little thing in the ring, you know what I mean? But I'm letting you know that I got other options. Like I could potentially make more money over here. I still think, I mean, miss me reading between the lines, that the Boots fight is more realistic because we don't even know if Earl coming back, right? 2.5 years. But yeah, he's just like, I could potentially make more money over here. So just trying to create that leverage situation. But let's keep cooking.
I'll say this final comment before you play it. I don't know if you know. Or should I'll wait till you play it. I'll mention.
No. Go away. I'm
about to say, we on point, bro. We not the only ones that not really high on seeing that fight. The Zone shut that down. They said they will not pay for a Virgil Ortiz Earl Spence fight, and in fact, it was stated and put out there that they will be putting pressure on Golden Boy and them to make the Virgil Ortiz versus Boots. Music to my ears.
No, good insight. Okay, that's breaking news to me. Let's rock.
But anyone else, like I said, anyone can get it. Respectfully, I just want to fight the best. I'm just a competitive guy. Yeah.
Virgil, how surprised were you with your performance? Considering I was watching obviously Lubin's fight against Fundora. That was a crazy fight, and you were able to, in 2 rounds, dominate this guy.
I honestly swear to God had a feeling that it was going to end early, but I also knew that I had to be smart about it. I knew that Lubin was he's a smart fighter and calculative, and he's slick. So I just knew I had to be smart, and we found a way.
Virgil, obviously Boots knocked out Lima in a round. Do you feel like you're going to make some sort of statement, or was it just you wanted to be you in the ring?
I just be me in the ring. Honestly, I don't think about anything that's not happening in the ring. If the referee's not telling me to break, or if my opponent's not punching me, that's all I'm thinking about.
Virgil.
Real quick, I will say that's smart. You can't go in there like, oh, he stopped him in 1, who stopped him in 5. I got to do better. No, that is a smart approach. You just got to focus on what's in front of you. Get the win. Secure the win by any means necessary. That's where I'm at with it.
Do you see anything in Boots as a potential opponent that you can exploit? Do you see some weaknesses that you've been checking out that makes you be like, yeah, I can do something with this?
Everyone has weaknesses. That's no question.
How much have you watched him?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he's a future opponent, so I keep my eye out.
They made a good point about the Lupin fight. There was something that happened where he went from like engaged in the action to not engaged. Was there a hurtful punch in there?
I'll have to watch the fight. I think maybe I hit him with the body shot in the first round. I kind of froze him, but I'll have to watch the fight over.
Robert Lamar with Dice City, Virgil. They made a comment about Cinco de Mayo. We all know that used to be Oscars weekend, Mexican Independence Day weekend. I know you looking like trying to, sew up that weekend. What do you think about you being the highlight of the that famous weekend that your promoter made famous?
I think that's perfect. I think that's a perfect date to take over, and I'm more than ready. I'm ready to rise up to the occasion.
Okay, that's significant, right? Because whose date that's been for the past, I don't know, 10, 15 years. He's
Mhm,
trying to take that Mexican crown, right? That's what I hear,
mhm,
reading between the lines.
mhm,
Do you think he could be that next potential star? And before you go, I got to step
mhm.
out. Hold me down for like 1 or 2 minutes, please. I'll be right back.
I got you. As far as can Virgil be the next guy to step into them shoes? First things first, realistically, them some big shoes to fill. That'd be his passing of the torch moment, right? If he was able to fill the shoes of Canelo Alvarez and starting with the likes of fighting on the Cinco de Mayo weekend or something like Canelo's been fighting on that date, like you said, for X amount of years, not consistent. And look, he got more talent than people give him credit for. I think he's more creative than people give him credit for. Could he do it? I mean, the possibility is there. The opportunity is definitely there. He's still undefeated, unblemished, very dangerous, explosive fighter. I think he works extremely hard. Anytime you work as hard as Virgil, along with the skill and the talent, right? Like you gonna put yourself, I think, in the best position at each and every time to win a fight. Like there's not going to be a fight that I think he'll be in where he won't have a chance to win, right? That's just how good he is, I think. And he works extremely hard. Whatever you think he may lack from a skill standpoint, he make up for it with tenacity and just effort, right? Just grit. This dude is a dog. You're gonna have to beat Virgil ass. You know what I'm saying? As far as the question, could he fill the shoes? Yeah, but it's a stretch. It's gonna be tough because he's in a division that's full of talent at 54, where I feel like any guy on any given day could win at 54. That's a division where it's deep with talent. It's not just top heavy where you got to be prepared on any given night at 54. Somebody could lose, right? If it was a Super Six tournament at a 54 right now with the best fighters there, the top six fighters, you might be surprised at who might come out on top. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
it's just no telling. So he has the opportunity to do it, but I think, if that's something that he's considering trying to do, maybe you don't necessarily go after Boots because Boots could ruin all them plans. I'm telling you, Boots could
Okay.
ruin them plans, and I think they know that. I think Virgil's a dog, man. He's proven it. His resume is better than what people speak of a lot too. And anybody that's fighting, Boachuk, Madrimov, and Lubin back to back to back, that's not a guy that's scared to challenge himself at all. So I think it'll come down to a matter of what their plans are, what's priority for them. And from the sound of this interview, sound like, yeah, we got the face off, and this will be a perfect time to align that fight. But it don't necessarily sound like it's Virgil's priority. He just told us out his own mouth. His dad is speaking, like, about how they got other opportunities. You just hearing a change of energy. You're not hearing, all right, now we both free, let's do it. You're not hearing that. And that's a little disappointing. But I do understand the game of boxing and the business to a degree where he has taken some back-to-back fights that would be considered tough, right? I
Yeah.
get it if he wants to fight, if he can pick it and get what he wants. I totally understand that. So it is what it is. But like I said, the zone made it clear. He ain't paying for no Earl Spence and Virgil Ortiz. And in fact, would also make it a note to apply pressure to for them to make that fight with Boots. And I'm like, man, that don't mean that we'll get it next for sure, but at least we know that the business of boxing is interested in this fight. And if it don't happen now, you can't blame Boots. I don't want to hear none of that shit when he wasn't at the weight class and y'all made offers. When y'all at the same weight class and the opportunity is right there, that's the only thing that mattered to me. Not know, well, I said yes before and they this and that. Why it don't matter to me, and to be fair, because he wasn't at the weight class. Respectfully, yeah, he wanted the welcome to the division type of fight. You gotta allow him that. Virgil, you had a couple of those to test out the engine, right? To make sure everything was in working order because you had the Rabdo. So you had a couple fights and nobody killed you about that. So Boots had one. He got a 1 round knockout, got him out the way. He got right in the ring with you after your fight as promised. And I think the timing is now, but I could understand them trying to go a route where they could get Virgil an actual title and maybe that fight be with belts on the line. I don't know, but it doesn't look good to switch the energy up after this man done stood in your face and now y'all want to sit here and talk about all the opportunities that y'all got, which I understand because it still is business, but y'all just was saying this guy said no and all of this stuff, and I did this face off. It like what was that for? Just to say, nah, I ain't really think about fighting him. It's like what?
That
Man,
is crazy. Yeah,
crazy.
you pointed out. Let me say this real quick. You pointed out
No,
it
you
was
good, cook.
the night of the fight, right? So
Mm-hmm.
crazy. That's adds even more crazy context to it because if if you're not trying to promote a fight, I say this as a former pro wrestler. I'm not gonna get in the ring like I win the title, right? Another dude hop in the ring and we talking shit, and then I don't fight him next. No, that's the whole purpose of the what the fuck?
It's like what? We not even we not even being like we not being unreasonable to say that we feel like that was the fight that's coming next, with you lining it up, and then
Right.
Boots pointing to his watch, like, yo, it's time now. It's time now. You like, yo, you got an answer for me? Like that engagement, I love the face off. It was what boxing needed in the moment. And to cap that off, what do? Just go in there and fight him. I get it. All this
That's
go
all you
another
gotta do.
route, try to make some money, but y'all kind of put yourselves, y'all clearly put the image in the minds of the people that this could be something that's next. Why? Because you don't have an opponent coming up, and neither do him. Eddie Hearn made it clear we don't got no fight plan, none of that. This is the fight, and now it's y'all that's saying something different. So it
Yeah,
just I don't
agreed.
like it.
And it's like again, I think I want to hope maybe I'm being optimistic, and sometimes I'm pessimistic, sometimes optimistic, because I didn't think that the TO Shakur was going to go down until I saw it announced today as official tissue. So I was pessimistic on that, but I want to say I'm optimistic on this because again, I think he's just trying to create leverage and say I could potentially make a bigger bag with a bigger name than you. I don't think it's
Mm-hmm.
realistic. I do think I say all that to say I do think it will happen next, or at least I'm hoping, right? But yeah, it was some bullshit. Shout out Virgil, he's a quality fighter. One thing I wanted to
Mm-hmm.
expound on with you, let's dig into this, is a
Mm-hmm.
potential Super Six. That's the perfect. I've been saying this, the perfect fucking division to have another Super Six. Right now is 154. I could name more than six names. You feel me? I wouldn't even know
Mm-hmm.
who to put in it. So it would be hella
Mm-hmm.
lit. Let me
Mm-hmm.
think. You got to give Spence off a legacy, fucking Ortiz, Boots moving up, champion, um, even Madrimov. Who else is it? Bachram is there.
Imagine Charlo being in the mix again.
Charlo, see a wild card. That's what I'm thinking. I would have to leave somebody out. I would have to leave
Yeah,
somebody out. It's
yeah,
crazy. So
yeah.
yeah, man, that would be
They got that talent, man. They deep. Got
mm,
some people there, and they got some guys that's on the cusp of possibly competing for titles and things like that. They got plenty of guys there to mix and match. And it'll all be
right,
fun matchups. I just think that concept, that idea needs to be brought back to the forefront. It's a crime that Super Six happened so long ago and we ain't had something like it again. That shit is
right.
special. You know how
Very true.
different that is? That's the closest thing to like being in the amateurs in terms of not being able to pick who you fight. It's the list of the best guys in his weight class, and they all gonna fight it out, and the best man is gonna come out on top. You can't pick which one of these guys is next. You just gotta be ready for them. People
Yeah,
do not understand the difficulty in that and how special Andre Ward was for running through that Super Six the way he did. I
and he
had
still
somebody
doesn't
sit
get
on my
love. Yeah,
Right. I asked somebody to sit on my panel, bro, and tell me that wasn't a good idea. That for him to, I said, what? My guy behind the hands came from about left field. He had to jump on the panel, like, bro, I can't let you get away with saying that. You trying to tell
right.
me the very same thing that is one of the like staples in his career? Like, you telling one of the best things he could have done is something he shouldn't have did. It was stupid for him to do that. Like, what? He wasn't going for it. I was like, yeah, man, that shit was special. So they need to bring that concept back in. Like you said,
I'm
54
with
is the
you.
division.
I'm with you. I want to hear his argument for how it was a stupid idea. That cemented his legacy. That really put the stamp on his shit. And shout
Right.
out the Bay Area. You know, I'm from the Bay, and so is Andre Ward.
Word.
So,
Shout out to the Bay Area. Yeah, man. You gotta be you gotta be proud to have, had that guy represent the Bay Area at the highest level and ain't lost a
absolutely.
fight since he was 12 or 14 years old or something like that. That shit is
Right.
special. Gold
Crazy.
medalist, the last one we had. And you telling me he ain't special? Like people don't get it, man. Another talent, man. And he had it's the way he got on was wild. And I don't want to go too far off topic, but that dude like smoking, drinking, trapping. Like, Jay Prince went and found him in a damn trap house and
Hey,
got
man.
him to focus up and really lock in, and look what they got out of him.
Sometimes
Gold medal.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's how it happens out here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. I'm from East Oakland, and I made it to be
All
an
right.
electrical
Shout out
engineer.
to you, bro.
Not to give myself, not pat myself on the back, but from single mother East Oakland to electrical engineer, I feel pretty good
Mm-hmm.
about that. So it's cool.
Yeah, you
It's all in
should,
the
bro.
game.
Hell yeah.
It's all in the game.
Nah, I was just giving you your just due. You can do that.
There you
Shit,
go.
man. Hell yeah. You proud of it. Hell yeah. Shit, that's dope. That's real, man. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
You representing for your people. You know what I'm saying? So that's
Exactly.
dope.
And I went
Dope.
back and I volunteered. I was mentoring until I couldn't no
Mm-hmm.
more. I don't think you know what I'm going through right now. And we
Mm-hmm.
might talk offline, but
All right.
until I couldn't no more, I was doing, reaching back and giving to the
All
community.
right.
Yeah.
That's dope.
So
Right. And
we
you can
go play.
always reach out and we could chop it up offline for sure.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I don't know your IG. I don't know if we could talk privately, but
Just
yeah,
do
hit me.
_boxing.
Okay. Cool. I'll hit you.
You'll find me up there.
Hey, Virgil, it was a lot of energy for you in this arena, in Dickens Arena. Do you see yourself doing a couple more fights here? Because I mean, you're definitely fan favorite. Like I said, it was crazy energy in the arena. I know you're from Grand Prairie. We in Fort Worth, but could you see yourself going for a couple more fights here?
Oh, I hope so. I mean, it's really not up to me, but I will definitely put my word in and be like, hey, come on, we gotta show the fans some love for sure. I love fighting here.
I'm gonna let this continue, but it's just something that
Mm-hmm.
I didn't mention last time came to my mind right now. Was it his team telling him to get in the ring with Boots, or something he wanted to do? Like, how do you split that? Because I noticed you mentioned before I paused it last time that you think he wants to fight Spence, but maybe his team is saying Boots. I don't know. Or maybe vice versa.
I think he was honest with what his preference was, but it seemed like they collectively, to a degree, the energy has shifted. It was like heavy boots talk before this getting in the ring shit. And then it's like, now, you're hearing about dream fights, which was more so like a fantasy fight that the networks are not willing to pay for. You talking about a dude that been off close to 3 years, man, if you don't get in the ring soon. So they're not paying for that. Like, you get me, but boots they pay for it. So it just seemed like their team kind of shifted collectively. Like, he spoke about a dream fight, and then he never like, I'll fight any of them, and I believe he will. But like I told you, it's gonna come down to priority. And from the sound of this and with his team, it don't sound like Boots is their top priority.
Okay, that's fair. Cool.
One more thing, man. My boy Baby Bass told me to tell you congratulations.
Thanks.
Him and your pops pretty good.
That's
partners.
my uncle. There you go. Thank you, uncle. Thank you. Appreciate it.
To piggyback off that, the Cowboy Stadium fight, would that be Spence? Who do you think would need to?
I think my first pick would be Spence. We're both hometown, Dallas, came out of the same gym. I was training with him when I was like 11, probably even younger, like 10, 11. And I just think that's a full circle moment for me that I would love to have.
You think it'll be like the passing of the torch?
Okay, we're gonna stop it there. No, absolutely. I can understand that. If you were training with him at 10, 11, you looked up to him. You know what I mean? He made it big. So both in Texas, big money fight. Shout out Clarissa in the chat. I see you. They want that big money with Spence. Yeah, most likely. Most likely that's the motivation behind it. But I'm gonna keep it moving. We over like 8 hour 15 minutes about in the game, and I'm gonna stay here for 3. Probably 2 at the most, but I want to move on to this. I'm sure you heard about it. We just recapping past few weeks. Earl Spence and Roy Jones in the gym together. Let's see.
A lot of people do really love Earl Spence because he's a downright, down to earth, very good guy. I mean, I'm supposed to go work with him some tomorrow. As a matter of fact, I'm going to Dallas tomorrow to work with him a little bit, and I'll see where he at, see where we can help him get back to, because I do want to see him get back on that horse and ride again. Those fans at that fight the weekend, they want to see him get back on that horse and ride again. Yeah. So if anything we can do to help him out, I'm gonna go see what I can do to help get him back on the horse. And like I said, I don't have to be his trainer. I just want to help him get going and see what he can do. If he likes it, cool, just get back up. We all go through these things. But the main thing is, can you get up from it? You're not judged.
Okay. I'm gonna pause it right there because I don't want to get a strike. Fair use. Shout out to
they should let that ride, because I believe I played this clip too.
Okay. See, I'm still getting used to it, so I don't even know.
I'll you know, for the most part, like it be certain ones, but like the Fight Hype, Fight Hub, their platform. It's been several platforms that I've been able to, like, you know, and they just like let it rock because they understand that you just, you know, react in the right way. So I think that you good on this
one. Okay, cool. Let's keep going.
But how you go down is how you get up. All of us want to see him get up. And if he just had one more fight just for the fun of it, just say, okay, I'm gonna go out on my shield, I'm gonna go out right, I'm cool with that too. But I am gonna definitely go. I'm gonna go help him out tomorrow, start working with him. I'm gonna try to give him a couple of days of work, see where he at, and help him try to make a good, smart decision. And if he got it, he gonna go with it. I'm sure he wouldn't come to that arena if he wasn't thinking about it. So he was lit up in that arena. He loved that fan support. You could tell he was in his elements, and that made me happier than anything, because he was glowing in that element. That means he still got it, and he wants to be in the element again. A lot of people do.
Okay, cool. Let me say this, and I'm gonna let you respond. Roy Jones, and maybe because I'm not a Southern boy, you're a Midwest boy, right? I'm a West Coast dude. Not to call you a boy, but yeah, you're a Midwest man.
I get what you mean.
No, he cracks me up with his delivery. Like, see,
yeah,
I really want to see Earl get back in the ring and redeem himself.
I love it. Because right. Gotta love Roy, man.
One loss don't determine.
You understand me? Gotta love it.
One loss don't determine a man's destiny, so you got to get back in there and see what you're made of. Test your character, and I would love to help him out to do that.
Right.
So
gotta love it.
Go ahead and let me know what you think about that pairing potentially.
Look, I just think Roy got a lot of respect from the fighters of today, right? He got skin in the game. Like, he got one of the most successful careers. You know, at one point in time, he was looked at as the absolute baddest man on the planet. So I think it you know, people have relationships with him where he can help out. Like, I like what he said there. Like, a lot of people took this clip and they went and made their videos and live streams like, oh, Roy Jones training Errol Spence, but they're not paying attention that he clearly said, I don't gotta be training him. I just want to help. If he, he want to get back in the mix, I want to be able to help him do it, because basically, like, he would love to see him fight again. And if he like what's going on, then shit, I'm with supporting seeing him get back. I don't have to be a trainer, but I do want to help him get his feet back on the ground and get going. So I just like the support that Roy is offering, and being open enough to say, look, I don't have to train you, because I know a lot of people don't. Look, Roy, the training thing, I don't know. I mean, it's up in the air, but I feel like he was so different of a talent. It's hard for him to ever train somebody to do anything he did. So I don't know what Roy, a fighter that's Roy's would look like. So I don't know how that would work. But like he said, maybe just to help him get the feet back going, man, get the wheels back churning. That's all. And offer any advice, I'm pretty sure that he could, from outside looking in through past experience. He got the game, so I ain't mad at it. I don't see him being a permanent head trainer or nothing like that, though. But I like the sound of him helping him out and willing to try to see if he got another run in him or another fight.
Absolutely not. But I'm a little disappointed, man. We've been having a good cook. I felt like it's been a good live stream so far. But look at that message in the chat. I've been having some trouble with my mic, like it going like like oh boy said, T-Pain voice. Do I sound good to you, or what's going on, man?
You might hear it a little bit, like for a second. It might distort just a bit, but for the most part, I've been hearing you clearly. With no problem.
Okay.
I've been hearing everything you're saying.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna back up a bit. I'm trying to get this shit right. Y'all bear with me. I know. I know.
You
And again,
straight,
I've been
bro,
off.
and I think they've made it to a degree where they had it where even after the live stream is over, they do something with the audio where you'll still come in clearer than what you think. So, like I said, I'm hearing you, so you straight so far, but it'd be a little distortion for a second, and then it'll be right back.
Gotcha.
It ain't nothing major.
I'm gonna make a couple adjustments, but
A little laugh at T-Pain sound good. You feel me? You know. Shout
okay,
out to
so
fam in the chat.
oh boy, I ain't seen you in here. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Said yeah, it's only slightly every now and again.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's an improvement.
Yeah,
Okay, cool. Yeah, fight week, champ. We was talking about it earlier. Hey, if you want to pull up vlogs, you know you my Northern California homie. Feel free to hit that link pinned at the top. It'll still be up there. But okay, at least the mic is improving. I'll get it right. I swear, y'all. Bear with me. Okay, so cool. Roy, not trying to be the main trainer, but definitely advising them. And like you said, how can you teach somebody to do what Roy Jones did? Like, yeah, hop up there and throw 4 left hooks in a row. No, nigga.
Right, imagine Spence doing that. Not saying he can't, but just imagine that's not something that he do. Like Roy was freakishly athletic. You know what I mean? Earl Spence athletic, but not in that way. Not like no Roy athleticism. That shit was different. But I like the support, like I said, and just the notion of letting them know, look, I got your back. I ain't gave up on you. You only lost once. Look, if you feel like you can do this again, I'm here to help. I love that.
There you go. Absolutely. Okay, I'm with it. So yeah, we didn't talk what happened recently, what's upcoming. And speaking of what's upcoming, I'm not as spicy for y'all casuals, but I'm with it. Caballel. You know who his next opponent is? I'm gonna read if you don't. Do you know off top? I'm not trying to quiz you. Okay. It's not even nobody I heard of. I'm gonna be real. Polish fighter.
That guy.
Damian Kenyaba. Something like that.
I forget how to pronounce his name, but I've seen him fight.
Something like that. Okay.
I've seen him fight before.
Again, y'all, I'm always real. I do my research, so
right. I'll go with Caballel.
Let's stay busy, in my opinion, right? But I'm just trying to put it in context for the people.
Yeah, I've seen Polish dude fight like 3 times or so. I've seen him fight. He can scrap, but I think Caballel is the goods up there heavyweight. I think he's very dangerous. Yeah, a really good body puncher. He can break you down. I would go with him in that fight.
No, absolutely, I agree. But more to the point is, where does he go after this? Because
Caballel.
I'm gonna let you click on that, and I got something to pull up. Yeah, go ahead, please. Please click on that.
If he wins, shit, I think the only thing next is position him for, if not a, I hate to just be cliche and say title shot because I know it ain't that simple, but if not a title shot, I mean some type of eliminator. I don't know if this is an eliminator of any sorts, but maybe put him in some type of situation where, that next fight would be for a title. Because I mean, look, he's been handling business, bro. He's dangerous, and I think he captured the imaginations of the public is in terms of one of the dangerous heavyweights out there. I think people believe that he's the goods. I hear, people speak very positively on Caballel's name, and they got him beating certain guys at heavyweight. So, like I said, I expect him to get this win, and if that doesn't directly align him for a title, then I feel like the next reasonable move is some type of eliminator, if he could, if that will position him, for one of the belts. I got to see where he's ranked at too. I would like to know where he ranked at.
Okay, I'm gonna pull that up. We'll get to this this next thing. I'm multitasking. I got many tabs up. I know you heard about this, but Granted, this is MSNBC, yeah, right. So it's
Hmm.
not a sports website, but this is from 13 minutes ago. Deontay Wilder responds to
Hmm.
Usyk's uh, call out, essentially, right?
Hmm.
You heard about that earlier, I'm sure.
Hmm.
Um, Let me read this in real time because I'm just going down. I just pulled it up. There was a lot of intrigue around what Alexander Usyk is going to do next in his boxing career. There hasn't been much activity or content from the former undisputed heavyweight champion and pound for pound great ever since his KO victory over Daniel Dubois in the fifth round and their July 19th bout. Granted, he is, as far as my knowledge, undergoing back surgery, but let's read on. While every heavyweight has been jockeying for position to be his next opponent, Usyk hadn't even conveyed whether he wanted to fight again, let alone who he was keen to match up against. Some believe that his most likely opponent would be Fabio Wardley. Okay, after Wardley beat Joseph Parker, especially because Wardley now holds the WBO heavyweight belt. Then again, Usyk relinquished that belt because he had no interest in fighting Wardley. Not true. As becoming undisputed again doesn't seem to be his biggest interest. Again, he had surgery. Uh, Instead, Usyk wants to fight the biggest names. This is why he expressed an openness to fighting against UFC light heavyweight champion Alex Pereira. Crazy, I didn't hear about that. And Jake Paul in recent months. I mean, that's news to me.
Hmm.
Look at that. They put his
Hmm.
smile right below that. He's devious.
Look
Okay.
at him. He a damn character, bro. Dressed as the hitman, bro. Like he's Usyk is a damn character.
That's funny
Gotta
as hell.
love him, bro. That's a funny guy, bro.
Okay, so I just read the headline. I didn't see anything about Wilder responding, but I did hear earlier today is the point that Usyk was looking to fight him to really clean out his era. I think that would be the point, and he's going to make a decent amount of money with Turkey anyway. But give me your initial thoughts on that, where I dig a little deeper into it.
I mean, look, if Wilder get an opportunity at Usyk, I'll be happy for him. I mean, I'm not against it. Every fight is point forward for Wilder is dangerous and risky, right? We already know from a skill standpoint, he's at a significant deficit, I would say, and he's seen better days. Maybe some of his best days is behind him, but you just never know if he could land that right hand, right? There's always that possibility that
Mm-hmm.
that opportunity presents itself. All you need is a split second. What he said, all I needed to be perfect for a second. You
1
know what I
second.
mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's all he need. But that'll be a long stretch, man. And putting Usyk away ain't gonna be easy. Daniel Dubois came close, I believe one in their fight with that body shot, the first fight. I believe AJ got really close to having he had Usyk in the most duress I think I've seen him
Mm.
in his
Okay.
career, in that rematch. So
In the second. Yeah,
it's
yeah.
tough it's tough to deal with Usyk, man. He's a really A++ chess player. And I mean, look, he could retire undefeated, but the fact that he even talking about fighting Wilder just lets you know something about him. But I will say this for you, future reference, I don't throw too many channels out there, but just in terms of the topic and Wilder, somebody that, when they update and it's concerning Wilder in this space, Pac-Man ATL tag. If you see him update something about Wilder, you pretty much can take that to the bank. That's his brother. You know what I'm
Say it again.
saying,
Say
man?
that name again.
Pac-Man ATL tag.
Okay, I ain't heard of
Saying
him. I'll
so
check him out.
that Wilder that's his family. You know what I mean? So when he posts the update about Wilder, it's legit. He's never lied to me once. He did make a video. I didn't get a chance to watch it yet. It says something about a low ball. So I don't know if he's being lowballed or something. I just only seen the title. I didn't get to check it out. Shit, my live was over 5.5 hours.
God damn, you be going in, man.
Yeah,
I think my
yeah,
record is like 4,
6 hour
but you
joints.
consistent. Hey, if
Yeah,
y'all don't know, Just Do is consistent. He be going, he be going in. So
yeah,
shout out
but
Just
yeah,
Do.
just so you know, like if you ever like question maybe somebody posting something about Wilder, you don't know if it's valid. You could always go look him up,
Check it.
and
Yeah,
if
okay.
he posts on it, you can because he's in the camp. That's family. Like he ain't making it up. He ain't getting like second and third and fourth, fifth hand information. That shit coming from a real place. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And as a matter of fact, Pac-Man Jones, the football player, that's his brother as well.
Oh
That's his
wow.
actual
Okay.
brother, bro.
Oh damn. That's
Yes,
what's up.
Tay Jones. Tay Jones is a real one. I'm just do for real. I like giving people their flowers and their credit, and that's one of my sources. Like with boxing information and different things. Like he was the one that let me know that Bill was thinking about pulling out this fight with Norman. He was
Okay.
willing to not fight this dude. He said it, but it's like pride and ego kind of got in the way. He didn't make a phone call to, he kind of wanted to send a message. Dude would cut himself out. Like, nah, you call him, and then they end up going through with it, and it worked out. But bro, always, I call him the fax machine. He one of them, him, L Dub, from some of my sources, man. Them dudes will never lie to you. They gonna get you the right info.
Well, that's what's up. That's
But
good to
yeah, man,
know.
shout out to Wilder, man. If he got another fight in him, look, I'll watch it. I'm gonna support that dude till he hang him up.
Right. I mean, he really thugged it out. I mean, you could say whatever you want about his skill, but you can't question his
Mm-hmm.
heart. So that's the type of
Mm-hmm.
fighter I want to stand behind.
Right.
Again,
And
all
I don't.
y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Let me
And I
say this
don't.
real
I
quick.
don't.
It's
Mm-hmm.
not a race thing because I get a lot of these people on my shit.
Mm-hmm.
Not my loyals. You know what I mean? Most of the people come from Marco Boxing. We got a good mix over there, but some fans just think I'm just biased based on race. That's never it. You never heard
Mm-hmm.
me say I'm picking this dude because he's black and black power.
But even if you did say that, that's not like nothing wrong. Like people pick their people all the time. Like you seeing people pick Sam Noakes just because he's from the UK and they UK people. They didn't care if they really thought he was gonna win or not. Like you you're not gonna make a person be, feel some type of way about being proud to support your own. Like there's
Okay,
nothing wrong with that. You get
no,
me? Like
and I
there's
will
nothing
say
wrong with
this
that.
because
And
I'm
you a
not.
real boxing fan. You support boxing, not just,
Yeah.
one, I
And
mean, nah, you
don't
support
get
the
it
sport.
twisted real quick. I'm somewhere in between. I'm not trying to say I'm not on some all lives matter because to me
Hmm.
that's a mixed character. I mean,
I get you.
mischaracterization of the actual problem. What I'm saying
Exactly.
is, yeah, support your own.
You support
Cool,
the
but you're never
sport,
gonna.
though. You know what I mean? You don't.
I'm never gonna say like, oh, I put a rack on Crawford to beat Canelo because he's black. No, I'm gonna give you a technical breakdown, and if you want to counter
Exactly.
argue, then we can do
Exactly.
that. But I
Exactly.
will say this, and I said this on John. If you know Johnny, the Hangout Spot,
Mm-hmm.
if you know his channel, I said this on his shit. All things being equal, yeah, I'm gonna support the black fighter because that's who I identify with. All things
Yeah.
being equal, but I'm not gonna get out of pocket and just convince myself that any random black fighter could beat the best any
Right.
other. Yeah. So that's where I'm
Realistic
at with it.
about it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I
Right.
think that's reasonable, man. Support your own, but be real. That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
y'all
And
can't
support
find
the
that
sport
fine
in its
line.
entirety.
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. I like boxing. So even if
Mm-hmm.
all the fighters was white, I would still watch boxing. So that's where I'm
Yeah.
at with it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We about to start winding it down.
Yeah, I got a
Uh
couple more minutes in my damn phone.
okay, that's what's up, man. I appreciate you. I know
For
my normal
sure.
people
Just wanted to
didn't
make sure I came through when I had a couple minutes more. I know I had a long day, but nah, I support people that support me, man. And I know you grinding. I
exactly.
rock with you. So it's all
Yep.
good.
I've been tapped in with you for a minute. I don't know why
Mm-hmm.
my normal 6 or 7 people didn't pull up, but at least you did, man. And we had a good drop.
Something. You
So
know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. Maybe some people will catch on the replay. We had a good one.
before yeah, shout out to the replay. If you're catching the replay, please like and subscribe. I could use the growth. We're just talking real honest boxing over here. No bias and nothing out of pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, you experience in these YouTube streets, so because this is obviously my favorite boxer, but my favorite game probably all time too. So you think I can get away with playing a little bit of this? Can I play a little bit of this? It's Punch Out in real life, so they made the dudes like real life. Can I play a few seconds of this without getting in trouble? What you think?
I think so.
Okay, we're gonna
Because
chop
even
it up.
if you get a claim, you can edit it in your YouTube studio, edit it out if they hit you with a claim.
That's true. Yeah, I got a couple strikes or a couple claims. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, claims is not bad. Like you can edit them out and you straight. So
Okay, let's rock. For y'all who don't know, I know I'm aging myself. Mike Tyson's punch, the most lit boxing game. Early boxing game. It's not a simulation. It's more of a little, Nintendo game. Yeah, we got Glass Joe. So let's go. Real quick, I think that's getting pretty good. I'm about to start using AI more. I started using it like in the past month or so, but yeah, that shit is pretty clean, man. I might just say, show me this, show me that. We're gonna close it out on this, man. I just want to let it down easy, just some easy going shit. So yeah, let's go. Big Bang Zang. It's just kind of crazy, right? Give me your thoughts if you have any so far.
Nah, that is interesting. AI is like something to think about when used the right way. It could be tasteful and interesting. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like they trying to dupe us by showing you like the AI versions of these guys find it interesting. Whereas you see a lot of AI videos is just fake stuff that's not happening. Just you get what I'm saying? Like they just putting stuff together just for a reaction. This is far different. This is more tasteful than that. So pretty interesting to see them come to light.
Perspective. Yep, exactly. God damn. Butterbean from the islands.
Right. That's dope.
That one is clean, right?
Oh
yeah.
Bull. Is this the guy right here? Bull.
That charge was no joke.
That was one of them guys right there.
Yo, I'm gonna say this.
I had Popinski,
the most trouble with this month for some reason. He wasn't even that. I don't know. I had a lot of trouble with dude.
I never beat this. My cousin did.
Okay.
It was hard. Tyson was different.
No, I never beat Tyson.
Like a cheat code fighting that dude.
No. Real quick, I mean, I had the code, but I could never beat him straight up.
Yeah. Right. It's like a cheat. You couldn't really make mistakes like that.
No mistakes, especially in that first round. Before we started jabbing, it's just uppercut. Okay, y'all got it.
Mike, I know what he about to look like. Oh, God. Okay, interesting.
That's cool. They combined the young Mike with the old Mike. He had the tap, ferocious. Built like prison built, right?
Right. The user. The guy we play with.
I haven't even watched it all the way through.
His ass look like Mario.
Oh yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. I thought that was fun.
I'm mad at that.
All right, man. Thanks for pulling up. Hey, y'all, I'm back in the game. I'm gonna be trying to go Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. Y'all pull up, please. Yeah, man. Pray for me and my family. Thanks for everyone who tapped in. Replay gang, like and subscribe. And with that, hey, you want closing statements?
You already know. Let's keep building, man. Appreciate you having me on. You know I'm supporting, man. Hey, man, we gotta support the content creators. We grind for y'all. You know, y'all help us continue to grow. We gonna keep putting out the best boxing content in this space. Shout out to my guy CJ Rich, man. Much love.
Well said. And with that, we out. I'll see you on a couple days.
Peace.
One.